Sparrow Academy Origins, all 7 members' backstories, personalities and powers explored. Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Terry Cooper and this is Marvelous Videos. With the 3rd season of the Umbrella Academy all the rage right now, fans are abuzz with excitement about the new characters and story arcs that make up this kick-ass season. One of the main new introductions happens to be the Sparrow Academy. The Sparrow Academy consists of 7 completely different superhero kids adopted by Sir Reginald Hargreaves in an alternate timeline. Now, how the Sparrow Academy came to be is a super interesting story, and the members of this new academy and their personalities and powers are even more interesting. But, most importantly, it's how these new heroes stack up against the good old Umbrella Academy will blow your minds. Confused? Well, this video will break it all down for you. Keep watching. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you. Now, let's begin. What is the Sparrow Academy and who are its members? The Sparrow Academy, a different version of the Hargreaves family that featured a very different Ben, was introduced at the end of Season 2 of Netflix's The Umbrella Academy. The Sparrow Academy consists of all new characters with the exception of Ben, despite some fans' wild speculation that the Sparrows would be alternative iterations of the beloved Umbrella Academy characters. They are Reginald Hargreaves' new team and the Umbrella Academy battles the Sparrow Academy in Season 3. The Sparrow Academy, a group of 7 children with superpowers who were also born on October 1st, 1989, may be the most powerful foe the main heroes have ever faced. The members of the Sparrow Academy were first unveiled in a trailer for the 3rd season, which is now airing on Netflix. They were formed because of a grave mistake that the members of the Umbrella Academy had committed in Season 2. They had travelled back in time to 1963 to stop the Holocaust, and when all of them met Reginald to ask him for help, they unknowingly completely erased their own existence. Reginald was not a fan of this group of heroes and decided to pick a completely different set of children. The Umbrellas didn't notice this until they managed to come back to the present day, only to realize that they had never been born, none of their families were the same, and there was no Umbrella Academy at all. All that existed was the Sparrow Academy. Thus, the Sparrow Academy members are different in that they were born in a clandestine environment. They were adopted by Sir Reginald Hargreaves in an alternative timeline after the Umbrella Academy's return from 1963. After meeting the Umbrella Academy in 1963, Reginald changed his mind about his original selections and went in an entirely different direction with his picks. The Sparrows, it turns out, are far deadlier than the Umbrellas because they had trained well into adulthood, cooperating in a way the Umbrella Academy hasn't yet mastered, as they split up when they were younger. The Sparrows proved they could defeat the Umbrella Academy despite having the same number of members, at least until Victor finally showed off his skills once again in the 3rd season. The well-oiled Sparrow Academy portrays what life would have been like if a number of factors had been changed and if Ben had not passed away when he was younger, practically destroying the team. However, they aren't merely alternate versions of the rambunctious Umbrellas, and instead, they're uniquely superhuman in their own right. The 7 members in order are Marcus, Ben, Faye, Alfonso, Sloan, Jamie, and Christopher. Compared to the OG siblings, they all possess unique abilities. While certain members of each family do have some commonalities, there are also some rather recognizable new powers in the mix right now. Here are descriptions of the 7 members of the Sparrow Academy and their powers.
Bigger isn't always better.
Oh yeah, is that what you tell your girlfriend?
Number 1. Marcus and his super strength. Marcus is number 1 in his group of siblings and thus is the leader of the Sparrow team. After seeing him in the Umbrella Academy Season 3, it's clear why Marcus is the Sparrow Academy's leader. He is self-assured, always prepared, and open to compromise if necessary. Additionally, Marcus is able to keep the family together, particularly during disagreements. They pay attention to him, and while he enjoys a good battle, he usually leads with charisma and reason. He is incredibly fit and well liked by the Sparrow's devoted followers. Marcus is believed to value honesty above all else, alongside his tremendous confidence. It is said that he is a charming, sculpted colossus. Marcus, also known as number 1 of the Sparrows, is portrayed by Justin Cornwall and has abilities akin to those of Luther before undergoing a supernatural change that converted him into a human-ape hybrid from the neck down. Thus, Marcus's power is super strength and he is physically just as strong as Luther and is capable of defeating any opponent in combat. Season 3 doesn't say who his mother is or where he was born, therefore the head of the Sparrow Academy was born under mysterious circumstances.
Here's your next bone.
Number 2. Ben who can summon tentacles. Ben holds a unique position as the only Sparrow Academy student who also attended the Umbrella Academy. Ben was conceived on a train in Seoul to a teen mother and was adopted by Reginald at different points in time. The third season of the Umbrella Academy shows Ben in a very different light from before. While he seems more self-assured, his behavior indicates that Ben from the Sparrow Academy actually has an enormous ego and is frequently angry. He also used to be number 1 instead of Marcus before being demoted to number 2 since Reginald didn't think he was capable of taking the lead. Despite Marcus being referred to as the team's leader, a ruthless Ben has a strong desire to take the reins by hook or by crook. Literally, for the duration of Season 3, he plots and schemes, and it's clear that he would never have been able to lead the team. However, his promotion to number 2 from number 6 at the Umbrella Academy confirms that he is a more significant threat as part of the Sparrow Academy. The Sparrow Academy's version of Ben also has the same superpower as the Umbrella Academy version. He can summon tentacles from a portal dimension that protrudes from his abdomen like his counterpart. These tentacles are massive and deadly. Best not to get caught in them.
This is a blind asshole.
Number 3. Faye, the Queen of Crows. Faye is played by actress Brittany Alford. You could tell Faye is tough the moment you meet her. She is intelligent and doesn't hesitate to challenge authority if she believes there may be a better way to handle a particular scenario. Although she collaborates with Ben, Faye Hargreaves has no problem opposing him and his ideas despite his prickly personality and arrogant behavior. Anyone who challenges Faye in a hand-to-hand fight will also find that she is a formidable and highly skilled opponent in combat. Her persona is that of a loner who appears to prefer spending her time alone, but actually needs a friend to confide in. Faye, like her siblings, is intelligent, but she also has little remorse in dealing with people who have mistreated her in her own way. As far as her special power is concerned, Faye has the ability to summon a murder of crows to pursue or attack anyone she perceives as a threat. Faye is one of the 43 children born under mysterious circumstances, and her origin is also shrouded. Faye doesn't have eyes, but her ravens serve as her eyes, giving her the ability to see and snoop on things that her siblings can't. She can send them out to survey areas while keeping an eye on everything they discover. Thus, even though she's blind, she can see things differently thanks to the crows. It's tragic that she has horribly damaged eyes and always has to wear tinted glasses to hide them. Although she doesn't let this hold her back at all. The crows are her eyes, and they are damn good ones too. Faye definitely should not be trifled with, because if she gets mad at someone, it might be absolutely fatal for them. Number 4. Alfonso the Human Voodoo Doll. Alfonso, who is assigned the number 4, is quite pessimistic and has a sour demeanor. He relishes making fun of his adversaries and frequently pokes fun at the Umbrella Academy. Alfonso, a character that seems to have parallels to Diego, is played by Jake Epstein. Alfonso is a crime fighter with emotional and physical wounds from his past, quite similar to number 2 from the Umbrella Academy. Epstein's character, in contrast to his counterpart from the Umbrella Academy, however, manages to cope with his issues through humor and his indulgences in pizza and beer. Alfonso's past, including his place of birth and his parents, is unknown, much like it was for Marcus and Faye before him. In episode 1, Alfonso challenges Allison to strike him during the combat at the Sparrow Academy, revealing his abilities. Alfonso resembles a voodoo doll in many ways. Any physical harm done to him will instantly revert off him and be transferred to the attacker. This is why, during the struggle, Allison effectively punches herself in the face as she strikes him, hurting herself. Alfonso can thus cause physical harm to other people by using his own body, which is why his face appears to be melting a little. He will, for instance, not feel pain, and instead the assaulter will recoil in agony after punching him in the face or the stomach. Along with the hits he receives, Alfonso's physical characteristics also change.
My turn.
Number 5. Sloan the Gravity Manipulator. Sloan is possibly one of the Sparrow Academy's more sympathetic members. She fantasizes about leaving her childhood home behind in order to explore the globe and simply live a life different from the one she now has. Sloan is eager to go, but her commitment to her family makes it difficult for her to do so. Her situation appears to be similar to Allison's arc when she split up after she became famous. Sloan has a large heart, and she is willing to let others in as she strives to comprehend their situation. She is one of the few Sparrow Academy members who weren't wholly averse to collaborating with the Umbrella Academy in Season 3. Sloan's skills include the ability to control gravity, which he uses to fly, lift people off their feet, and fling them across the room during combat. Thus, Sloan has capabilities that are decidedly different from those of Umbrella No. 5 from the Umbrella Academy. Her power is arguably less sophisticated and less functional overall than time travel. Sloan has the ability to control gravity, to fly, to perch on the ceiling, levitate, change the gravitational pull of some items, and cause other people and objects to levitate as well. Number 6. Jamie the Venom Spitter. Number 6, often known as Jamie, is a firebrand with a short fuse and no patience for small talk. She is the loneliest of her siblings and appears to be closest to Alfonso, along with being known for her signature fear-inducing snarl. Beyond her tenure with the Sparrows, Jamie's past is unknown, just like that of her siblings. However, Jamie has a lot of destructive potential when it comes to her abilities. Jamie, as portrayed by Cassie David, possesses one of the Sparrows' most nasty abilities. She has the power to spit venom at her adversaries. The target immediately starts experiencing hallucinations should the venom make contact, which it typically does because of her excellent aim. Its hallucinogenic effects involve an imaginary dance-off between the Umbrella Academy and the Sparrow Academy set to Kenny Loggins' Footloose for poor Diego, who had come in contact with the dreaded venom. As Netflix officially describes it, the effects of her venom sends her targets into their heads and out of the fight.
Listen, I have amazing hair, alright? This was ever appropriate.
Number 7. Christopher the Cube. Christopher Hargreaves, the telekinetic green cube, is one of the brand new characters that make up the Sparrow Academy in the Umbrella Academy Season 3. He is hands down the most fascinating Sparrow Academy student. He is not a human like the rest of his siblings to begin with. Instead, Christopher is a telekinetic cube whose whereabouts are still very much unknown. Christopher's past or potential origins are left unanswered in Season 3. Is he another infant with superpowers who just so happens to turn into a cube? Maybe. The Sparrow Academy can understand him even though he doesn't speak English. In light of this, Christopher appears to get along well with his siblings and is fiercely devoted to the Sparrows and their mission, along with acting as the family mediator and oracle. He also has a problem with the Umbrella Academy because he sees them as a threat to his siblings. Christopher has the power to raise the temperature in any space and instill his victims with intense fear. He appears to be the most powerful member of the group, much like Victor as the Umbrella Academy's number 7. Huge energy bursts that Christopher may unleash can completely destroy an opponent. In one episode, Christopher uses a blast that is so potent that not even Allison can escape by using her incredible power of rumor. Chris also has other energy-based abilities such as telekinesis and paralyzing rays, and for some reason he actually floats in the air as a cube. He can also apparently reorient his cube body into other shapes if he ever needs to do so.
That's all you got?
Sparrows versus Umbrellas. Now that we know all about the Sparrows, the big question is, how do they stack up against the Umbrellas? Well, here's an in-depth analysis of how each of the Sparrows compares to their Umbrella counterpart. Starting with both number 1s. Luther, or Umbrella number 1, is known as a powerful Hulk-like character with almost incomparable physical strength. Marcus Hargreaves, the top student at the Sparrow Academy, may in fact be the match Luther did not anticipate, as we witness in the first episode of this season. Marcus isn't given much screen time, which is sad, but he appears to be just as powerful as Luther. Marcus, however, had the advantage due to his strategy in their confrontation with Luther. However, based solely on their powers, they appear to be equally strong. It's common knowledge that Diego Hargreaves, the Umbrella Academy's number 2, is one of the less superpowered but better hand-to-hand or even knife-fighting Hargreaves siblings from the original timeline. Ben Hargreaves, who is actually number 6 in the original timeline, is number 2 at the Sparrow Academy, but he's a different and more vicious version of himself. Diego's fighting ability pales in comparison to Sparrow Ben's ability to call an eldritch beast from within. Diego, however, has a respectable fighting advantage because of his trajectory manipulation skills, which some people believe to be a type of telekinesis, though not enough to defeat Ben's squid-like abdominal beast. As far as the number 3s go, Alison Hargreaves is well known for her ability to control people by beginning anything she says with the words, "I heard a rumor." This is an insane ability because she can literally alter realities and people using her powers, as she did to Victor all those years ago. In Season 3, Allison's abilities grow as she starts to manipulate events without using her customary opening line. Faye of the Sparrow Academy, on the other hand, has the ability to call crows from within herself to attack her adversaries. In the opening scene, Allison overpowers Faye by saying, "I heard a rumor you can't move." Despite the fact that Faye has a lot of power, Allison has a significant advantage over her due to her cleverness and the fact that she no longer has to utter the phrase, "I heard a rumor." Allison takes the prize in this comparison. Alfonso, number 4 from the Sparrow Academy, possesses abilities that enable him to respond to everything his adversary does to him with an equal amount of force, making him a living voodoo doll. Allison attempted to punch him, but the blow landed back on her. But this season, Klaus Hargreaves, who has the ability to summon the dead and interact with them, also learns about a new facet of his abilities, immortality. Simply based on power alone, Klaus would unquestionably be stronger because he simply cannot die. Alfonso didn't stay long, so it's a shame we didn't get to witness them square off in the end. With his capacity to move between space and time and his fighting powers, 5 from our original timeline is one of the Umbrella's most powerful characters. However, Sloan's ability to change gravity could be able to rival 5's teleportation. However, we never actually get to see them clash. Sloan did hold her own against one of the Hotel Oblivion Guardians as well as Victor, the strongest Umbrella. Sloan has excellent gravity-defying abilities, but that being said, 5 is the stronger of the two because he frequently held his own against other Sparrow Academy students. The new timeline's version of number 6 is Jamie, who is capable of spitting poison that can cause hallucinations in those who it hits. The original timeline's number 6 was Ben. Despite the strength of Jamie's hallucinations, we witness Ben from the more recent timeline square off against Jamie, almost coming out on top. Ben is more powerful than her now that the beast is inside of him, but Jamie is also a superb fighter. Last but not least, we have both the intriguing number 7s. Victor, a fan favourite from the Umbrella Academy who has the power to transform sound into energy, was able to eliminate every Sparrow Academy student by himself. Only 5 has a chance to stop him, making him without a doubt the Umbrella Academy's most powerful member. Christopher, the telekinetic number 7 of the Sparrows, is not as strong as Victor. However, Christopher also took the Kugelblitz, which is the black hole that was created due to the time travel mistakes committed by the Umbrellas, within himself for a while, making him a worthy opponent if a fight between the two were ever to break out. The Sparrow Academy in the comics. Discussion about Netflix's Umbrella Academy is always incomplete without exploring the comic books. However, in this case, little is known about the Sparrow Academy, even in the comics. Their secretive group made its debut at the conclusion of Hotel Oblivion, the 3rd book in this series, when they destroyed a number of supervillains who had recently escaped from jail. But here is what we know about them. Mom, and a man by the name of Diva, are somehow connected to this group. Mom was the Umbrella's caregiver and adoptive mother. To calm the kids and take care of them when they weren't with him on missions, Hargreaves had made her out of industrial plastic. Mom eventually became involved with the Sparrows somehow. The Sparrows call the members of the Umbrella Academy their family in the comics and have a base in Norway. When Vanya Hargreaves was having a hard time getting better after the apocalypse and her subsequent memory wipe, Mom initially brought Vanya to them. Later, the Sparrows disclosed their existence to all the Umbrella Academy members and ended up saving them from a team of supervillains just in time. They dress in uniforms that are red, black and silver and feature a Sparrow logo on the chest and sleeves. It's strongly hinted that they were among the 43 kids who were born at the same time on October 1st, 1989, to mothers who had no previous pregnancy symptoms. Their roots were first presented in Hotel Oblivion, and they'll probably be discussed in the comic book's upcoming issues. While not all of them were able to show off their skills in the short cameo they had in the comics, it appears that they have extraordinary strength, the ability to generate energy beams, the ability to morph into a murder of crows, the ability to transfer injuries, and the ability to either heal or alter reality. One of the Sparrows is also a floating cube, and they all appear to be able to hover. Only Carla was identified by name, and their leader presented himself as number 1. However, even though little is known about them, it looks like their powers have been kept more or less similar and have been fleshed out in the Netflix adaptation, along with adding in unique personality traits. What do you think about the Sparrow Academy and its members? Are they a better team than the Umbrellas? Let us know in the comments section below. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.